Hey guys, happy Sunday. I am hopping on to do a video. It's been a hot moment. So I am doing literally what I would be doing if I was hopping on my planner. You guys are hearing Morgan Wallen in the background. I got my hydro jug with my water. Have you guys tried this new Bloom beverage, Sparkling Energy? I got it. It was on sale at Sam's. The first two I had, I absolutely did not like. It was way too sweet for my liking. However, they are finally growing on me. 0 grams of sugar. I don't know if they're healthy for you guys or not, but I'm a mom, I work, I need energy. So there's that. The other thing that I've got going, I am setting up this new system. So the video literally right before this one, I was talking about my pens and stuff and mentioned that I am going to be hopping in for a while to my Moterm A5 planner. I will be in this one. I'm just trying to get back into planning, trying to get back into goals and things that matter to me. I've got some heavy stuff going on in my personal life right now that I just need some positive. And I don't know about you, but I find positivity through planning. So this is what I'm going to be working on. I am using this Moterm A5. I don't have another one. I've got an A5 Stalogy cover, but this is my only planner that I've had. This one I have had for, I don't know, I would say 4 years, maybe 5 years. It's not worn at all. Like these, I'm really impressed with the quality of Moterm. I've got a little bit of like a scratch there, but other than that, dude, this thing is freaking awesome. Slight wear and tear there, but for being the age it is, the rings, I have not had to replace the rings at all. It doesn't have any discoloration on the material lining and stuff. So overall, I have been super satisfied with Moterm. I have numerous Moterms for my Stalogy notebooks, and it's been wonderful for me. So I'm gonna hop in and show you what I am working on. Nothing is ready to go. I started off with some Filofax inserts. So I bought some Filofax inserts. I also bought through Amazon, just some Amazon inserts. I will add those into the description box so that if you guys want to buy some, you're welcome to buy some. I will show you what I'm going to be using things for, etc. Something I just did right now for myself is I am trying to take care of myself. Does that make sense? Do you ever have those moments where you're just like, you know what? I am so busy taking care of everyone and everything else that I just need a moment or this one little space that's going to take care of me. The gym does that for me, and now my planner is going to be doing that for me. So I bought these on Amazon. There's 7 dividers. I have, in addition to these black 7 dividers, I have these white tabs. I have several of them. So I'm going to be repurposing them and using them in between the dividers as needed as like subcategories, if you will. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. So I've got the 7 dividers. I took a look. The dividers, when I bought them, they came with these tabs. I like silver because of the rings, but these are gold and I am going to live with it. With that said, I was able to look, they had a ton of options. So I read through them first, and then I decided out of them which were the 7 that I wanted. Out of that, I came up with, I want the calendar, inbox, notes, business, myself. They have one of self-care and myself. I originally thought self-care and said, no, myself. I need to see that I am making myself a priority, my goals and my finances. Then what I did is I literally took these right here and pretended they were in there and like, okay, Samantha, if you're gonna be turning them, what is that gonna look like? I decided my order of what divider I want for which one based on how I want to order it, and then I put those numbers. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to be placing those on the dividers and then inserting them, right? Once I have that done, and I will post on my Instagram. I changed my Instagram name. I'm thinking about changing my YouTube channel handle. I'm not sure yet. But at least the Instagram one is done. You guys can find me on Reclaim Your Routine. And if you'd like to see kind of what the after, during, I'm taking some screenshots in the middle. Something that I really like about the Moterm, you get this extra divider. I don't use it a ton. Sometimes I'll put like tabs and stuff in there, but I do like it for the pen holders. The pens that I plan on using, I'm going to be keeping the white ink here because I'm buying some black Post-it notes this week. I want to use the black. I just, there's something about black and white that is healing to me, calm to me, safe to me, and that's what I'm gonna use. So the white pen is there. I'm also gonna be using my Papermate, the flare tip, the medium. I write with medium pens. I don't really like fine points. I have some fine points around, but I don't like the way, I don't know, it feels almost like fingers on a chalkboard to me, so that's why I don't. But I have my Uniball Air, my flare, and then I'm gonna be using this super cool reddish pinkish highlighter. How I stack mine on this little area to carry what I need is, instead of putting the actual pen in there, I just add, I use these little sections, right? And then I just put them on. And that way it allows me to hold some additional supplies there. So I'm able to hold 3 in essence, 1 here, and then when you close it, it closes and doesn't look bad, bulky, it doesn't get in the way of the snaps. So that's what I plan to do there. Let me move these to the side for a second. I have these tabs in here too. I'm gonna be taking these out. I don't want the multicolor right now. Like I said, I am just really needing some black and white simplicity going on. So those will be going back into my little plexiglass. I've just got this little thing here that I keep my supplies. I will be keeping one of my ollie clips. I've had these ollie clips for years. They're super great. So I have those. I will more than likely be using this one, the rose gold. So I've got that one. Taking out these tabs. Taking out these post-it notes because I'll be using the black post-it notes. I don't really have the need for multiple post-it notes right now. I had these inserts for so long. I bought those on Amazon like a long time ago. I've got this Take Massive and Perfect Steps Towards Your Goal. It's a paper press or planner press insert. I'm not going to be keeping that in there either. I'll be working this week on making some personal dashboards for myself. So I'll have those by next week in here. Things that I bought. So I bought they're called performance objectives. I bought those. I've got kind of numerous projects, some important dates that I need to be keeping track of, etc. So that's what these inserts are for. I bought the 2025, the Filofax insert. Y'all, what I am doing, so I used to use the daily inserts. I've used those for years. I'm just not able to honor that right now and keep up with so many dates and so much paper. So I found these through Filofax. I really liked it for numerous reasons. The first reason is it gives you the section, it says main goals. I like that for the day, so I could just put 3 things down. The time plan, this is your weekly planner, so it gives you like a week worth on an aerial view. So this right here, I have certain things, certain appointments and stuff that I will know what I have when I have to drop off the boys, pick up the boys, meet with clients, whatever it is. But I like that aerial view here because I very much use my calendar on my phone. So having to duplicate and write all over, it's too much for me right now. I liked this right here. It gave you a section for priority activities. And I do like, it says done, done, done. Does anybody else like the word done? I do a lot. So I liked that it gave me those boxes. I really like lines. I don't like, I have pretty handwriting, but I don't like when I have blank space to write it all. It's almost too much responsibility for me. I don't like, it's too much pressure to make it look perfect. So I like having the lines, the spaces too, because I tend to write bubbly and pretty large. I'm a left-handed person too, so I like the space that it granted me. And then down here it says phone, write, and email. So I've got those. What I liked about this as well, like a super great advantage, is because it's a week at a time, when you have daily pages, it bulks up your planner so much. And when you bulk, it's chunky and it looks super satisfying, sure. But the weight, I'm trying to carry this thing with me where I go in my purse. So this right here, I really liked because it gives me the entire rest of the year. Look how slim that is. So that's awesome. So I will have the rest of the year here with me, which I really, really liked. So there's some project plans. It went for 2025 and 2026. So I have those because I'm going to be doing some marketing, strategic planning and stuff. And I needed 25 and 26 because I can't believe we are like about to be almost halfway through the year. I also picked up handy forms. I got these through Amazon, but these are projects. So this will break specific projects down, and then it gives you, it just subcategorizes, right? And it micros everything for you so that you can keep track of your dates, your planning steps, project constraints and assumptions. I love that little area, budget, completion dates, etc. So these forms I'm going to be using. And then I got these right here. So I bought these on Amazon. It's called May Paper Company, but I bought these. And the reason that I bought these is I want to start keeping track of some specific things that I need to be keeping track of from a monthly perspective. And this is going to help me do that. I will show you guys on a different video, and I'll be posting some reels on Instagram showing you how I'm actually putting these into work. And then I have this other area too. So I am working on putting together just my financial stuff, and I found these sheets. So these are the Filofax, just the expense sheets, and your budget sheets. Y'all, I go back to this. You can overcomplicate things as much as you want. I have done it, been there, done that. I have been like, oh my God, I love this idea, and da 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 da. I just do not have a lot of time, or the desire to be using the free time that I have to be overcomplicating things for myself right now. So the Filofax sheets I really like just because of the simplicity. It gives you this expense area. Now, because I work, I have multiple expenses. So, and because I have my kids, the two younger ones, half the time, and then I have older 3 kids that I help in different ways too. So there's different finances and different things that I'm having to manage, review, and etc. So what I took it upon myself to do is I found on Handy Forms, again, Amazon, and I liked it because these also like come in super fast. I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm trying to find planner stuff, I kind of want instant gratification. So these were able to be delivered within a couple days, which was super great. Clean. I like the cardstock. I like the quality of these. I have purchased from this Handy Forms numerous times over my year, and I'm just really happy with them. I think it's, for what you get, it's great. So anyways, but I like this because you'll have your expenses here, right? You have this to go, but I wanted one of these because I have a business account. And then I also have a company card for one of my jobs. And so being able to keep track of the separate ones to make sure that I'm just staying on top of those things, and then one for my kids' expenses and doing that. So these are going to go in between, but it goes back to having those like sub tabs. So that's a perfect example where I'll have one of the dividers, right, that says finances. So the divider will say finances. I'm just using this one as an example for you guys. But let's do this just for, so right, so you'd have like finances right there, and then when you open it, I would have my finance right there, so I can take a look at it, because I want to start getting better of looking at certain things every day. Things I want to start looking at every day are my goals, my journal, things that matter to me, and this being one of them. So I'll have it there, so when you look at it from that perspective, right? And then I am going to be adding one of these expense sheets. The expense sheets, you guys, are going to be something that I can move week over week, or paycheck by paycheck, whatever, you know, but I'm going to have it this way. So you have your divider, right? You can open it and take a look at your finances, and that's where one of these will come into handy use. I use an extra fine Sharpie on these kind of tabs so that it's not like in a font or a size that's like so massive you can't even like see anything. You know what I'm talking about? But this is where I don't need the tab poking out like so far out. I just need it enough right there, right? And this one will be, I'm gonna probably name this one personal, and then one for business. Personal. I love country music. I love country music. It's my happiness. Okay, business. I'm looking for my kiddos. Oh my God, y'all, we had a rainstorm come in and my allergies are like kicking my booty. I think the dirt just kicked all up. The joys of living in the desert. So, that, and then that one will for the kids. You can see. So see, you've just got like your minis under there, and I like that it's semi-transparent too, the translucent, so that's satisfying. So anyway, so that will be that. And then I'll have the area in the back for self-care. I'm going to start playing around tonight with, on Amazon to see if I can find some self-care forms, as far as I want some lined pages for journals. I want to start journaling, handwriting journaling versus typing journaling, because I think I hear myself better through my words that way. Does that make sense? Versus when you're just like on an iPad writing or a laptop writing, you don't necessarily hear yourself. So I'll be looking at those. The other things are my goals. So I'm going to be working on a goals template myself, so I can start just keeping my goals at my forefront with the micro goals. Like, what do I need to do? What is my annual goal? Break it down into monthly, break it down into, weekly frequency, daily, and then start managing that. So I'm going to be doing that. I don't have the boys Wednesday through Saturday this week. I'll have them Sunday for Mother's Day, but I'll have some free time to be able to knock those things out. Something I keep on my desk, and I keep them actually with me in my work bag too, is I love celebrating people when I know that it's their birthday, or just they have like, I don't know, something good that happens to them. I love writing cards. I am all about snail mail. I always have stamps for snail mail. I carry greeting cards, but these I bought through Amazon, but I love them. There's different topics. They're called Thoughtfuls, but this one says celebrating you. This one says yay you. I think this one just celebrating, and I have different ones. There's different like topics, but anyways, these right here, I'm gonna keep just a couple. I don't need to keep a ton, but I will be putting some here. Good, that looks nice. So I'll have that. This area too, I'll be keeping the tabs, the white tabs here. So there's that. I also have, let me actually get real quick. This is something that I really love about Moterm, is the pockets that are in this planner. So if you guys aren't familiar with the Moterm planner, I love that it has this area. It's like, I don't know, gives you all kinds of potential. I need, I'm gonna keep one of my referral cards, and then I like my celebratory cards. So I'm gonna get those. 3 envelopes. So 3 envelopes. So these are the cards, these are the envelopes. And then I need just one of my sleeves of stamps. So perfect example, right? So you've got this right here, and I'm just going to do this, open this, it's right there, nice and easy. And then I'll be tucking those in. So that is what I've got. Again, take a look, Reclaim Your Routine. I'll have my planner stuff up tonight, and I will have it filled out with what I'm gonna be working on this week, how I'm gonna be using my planner. It will have the pretty dividers set up. If you guys want to see anything in particular, how I use my planner, those of you that are new to my channel, or if you haven't been on, because I haven't been on in a while, I am a mom of 5 kids, 24, 23, 21, 10, and 7. I am 42. I will be 43 in November. I am a huge mental health advocate. I openly and humbly talk about my real life, day-to-day struggles, challenges, wins, successes, anything. I talk about my life being divorced, not only once, but twice. My first ex-husband, and I get along great. I get along great with his wife too. And he's got some health challenges that are not good. And I just really try to just be as honest as I can. I always promise not to edit my videos, because the honest truth is I don't even know how to. I don't even know that I want to know how to. But I promise to be real. I promise to just kind of tell you how it is of what I'm going through. But if you ever want to talk about motherhood, parenthood, divorce life, trauma-informed stuff, healing, I am more than happy to talk about anything while I am doing my planner videos. And with that said, I see you, I love you, you matter to me. This month in May is Mental Health Awareness, and I do believe that it is so important and so critical in a world where you can choose to be anything, anything at all, choose kindness and love always. I think it's really important that you validate people. I think that if you can allow someone to feel seen, heard, and understood, it goes a really, really long way. I think that if you allocate time in your day to make eye contact with somebody or open the door for them or say please or thank you, you never know what that person is going through, and you don't know how much that means. You literally, one person can truly change the world around you. And with that, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.